And a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking live at the Susan K. Smith Tennis Complex, Court 1. Number 2 singles in action in the near court, representing Georgia Southwestern, is senior Celia del Castillo. So she's up 15 love here. Well, now the clouds are back, and we'll have to try to lighten up the lens a little bit for you. Second serve coming from Del Castillo into the net. She'll take an early 30 love lead. Let me see if I can adjust that lighting a little bit. Just underway. Clark Atlanta University, the Panthers, in town today to take on the Lady Hurricanes of Georgia Southwestern. Let's see if I can adjust that for you just a minute. Lighten things up a hair here. Second serve coming from Del Castillo. Perhaps still a little bit dark, but better. That one a little long, so it'll be 30-15 game score. Number 2 singles, the number 1 doubles team from Georgia Southwestern, 40-15, of Hannah Hogg and Maria Tabuada was 6-4 victors at number 1, the match that you just saw a few moments ago, if you were tuned in here on the Surge Sports Network. And a second serve coming up from Castillo. Again, just underway. I wouldn't say overcast, but very cloudy day in Americus. A little cool breeze. And that ball is just a little bit wide. So there's the sun breaking through, wreaking havoc with our broadcast. But Celia holds serve. And so she'll take the 1-0 lead, and coming to Clark Atlanta will get their first service game after the two sides. Two ladies switch sides there on that one. Clark Atlanta to serve. Again, 11-1 record for the Panthers from Clark Atlanta. They are a perfect 9-0 in the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. This is only their third true away match, as they have 8. They've been a perfect 8-0 on neutral sites. So what the SIAC will often do is they'll meet up, and all the teams will play one another at one neutral location, so as to kind of save on travel and having to, they knock out a bunch of their dates on one date, and it kind of limits the amount of scoring, or scoring, I should say, traveling required by their team. So Celia's there, ready for serve, and she'll get a look at a second serve here in just a moment. So 8 of those 11 wins have come on a neutral site. But again, only been knocked off once this season. They're on a current 7-match winning streak, so red hot. Georgia Southwestern as a team overall 6-9. They are 0-5 in the competitive Peach Belt Conference. Lady Hurricanes are 3-4 at home this season. And they're looking to snap I had it down here somewhere. They've lost 6 matches in a row, and they're looking to snap that here today. Sun's back out, so we'll have to adjust our camera, try to tell you what's going on here. If you can't quite see it, good shot in the corner, and point for Clark Atlanta. No sooner we adjust it, the sun creeps back out, and we'll try to fix that for you. A little better on your screen there. Second serve coming to Del Castillo. That toss was she didn't like that toss. We're going to grab it and try it again. Here we go. Okay, not quite. Yeah, Celia's asking if it was game. It's not game yet. So that is, okay, 30-40 is the score. 30-40, thank you, Celia, helping us out, actually. So it's still 1-0, or 1-0, 1-love, if you will. Still the visitors serving, so we'll get that back. But a double fault quickly makes it back to being a 2-love lead. So now Celia will get her second service game of the match. And she is up a break in this one, 2-love in favor of Del Castillo. One's a little long. Love 15. So this will give us a little chance to introduce you to Miss Del Castillo. In just a moment. Oh. Senior from Seville, Spain. Celia, a marketing major here at Georgia Southwestern, and she has played, this is her 4th season. She has played all 4 years here for the Lady Hurricanes. GSW with 4 ladies that are completing their collegiate careers here in the next 2 weeks. I believe it is 15:30. Down in the corner. She'll run it down, but the ball will go deep. And I believe we got a couple break points coming up for Clark Atlanta. In fact, it is 15:40. And she's going to get a look at a second serve. So 15:40, second serve coming to Clark Atlanta. And a break back. So we're back on serve here in the early going at number 2 singles. The ladies will switch sides. And that'll give a great chance for us to talk to you a little bit about the hailstorm. Details on your screen right there, but we're basically, in a nutshell, you've got a 1 in 2,000 chance or more if you decide to buy more golf balls, but 2,000 is where we cap it off. We're selling 2,000. We're halfway home, and we still got about 6 weeks to go. May 10th, Providence Springs Plantation. You don't have to be there for the ball drop, but we drop them from the helicopter closest to the pin, $25,000. Second place is $10,000. Places 3 through 9 are $1,000 a piece. And if yours is the farthest away from the pin, the farthest from the pin gets $1,000 as well. So 10 prizes, 2,000 golf balls. And again, you don't have to be present to win, but if you are, you're going to get dinner, music, live music and entertainment, beverages, beer, wine, liqueur. Not a bad thing. Providence Springs Plantation is the location for that one. Again, you don't have to be present to win. It's $100 for a golf ball. And you can buy as many as you like, but we're only selling 2,000. Let's get that. Let's get that back up there. There you go. Clark Atlanta is now serving. And it's a 2-1 match. So we got that all squared away. First set here at number 2 singles. Playing on court 1 because thankfully Coach Sewell didn't make us up and move all of our equipment for the singles match. So they've slid over to court 1. That ball's still in. Celia has to go out of your screen to hit it. Goes back to the backhand side. Now she'll come forehand side, and nice winner from Del Castillo. Ooh, good placement on that forehand. She'll go back to the backhand side, stays on that side of the court. Lob not high enough, put away by Clark Atlanta. We're on serve, first set. That one in, but the return into the net. If I heard correctly, we are even 30 all. See our broadcast location. Perched behind near end of the court here. Today's multicam broadcast of GSW Women's Tennis. That one goes deep. So game point. Toss comes a little bit behind her, so she's going to take a second toss attempt here and curl this one in. Game point for Clark Atlanta. Soft, short ball. Del Castillo trying to stay on the aggressive end. This one clips the tape, however. And Clark Atlanta will hold serve, I believe. Yes. So we're all square at 2 apiece. With Del Castillo to serve. Now we're going to adjust our camera again, and I know it's going to go back to being sunny here in just a moment. That one catches the line on the return. Now she'll come back. And it's just too much ground to cover for Del Castillo. Love 15. A little long on the serve. Second serve coming up. Tell you what, since it's a singles match, we can probably get a little bit tighter on the action for you. We'll creep in a little bit. Since we've got singles play. Well, the young lady from Clark, Atlanta, done a good job to get herself back in after being down an early break. She's got everything square again, and now she's got Del Castillo a little bit on the run in this game. Where are you going? Stays in. Del Castillo, good job to stay back in the point, but nice. Paints the corner. And a break of serve, and now just like that, 3 straight games, and GSW is on the run and down a break. They'll switch sides. Up a break is Clark, Atlanta, here at number 2 singles. You're looking at court 2. That's Hannah Hogg playing at number 1 as we're on a changeover. So I don't have a score update for you. Where we got number 3 looks like that'll be Marie Taboada, who is, so this number 1 doubles team is playing 1 and 3 singles respectively. Trying to see who that is down there at 4. Looks like that's Sophia Winters, and then 5 is Charlie Allen. Yep, there's Taboada. So we just make our way around the courts a little bit to show you some of the action that's going on around us. Hard to really get any major score updates. Looks like GSW is up 2-1 on court 3. So we'll bring it back to the action here on our featured court. Clark, Atlanta up a break now, serving here from the first set. Second serve. Good. Let serve called. So Del Castillo ready for the second serve. Puts it back into play, and we're off and running. Sixth game of the match. That one down in the corner, and a nice ball from Clark Atlanta. 15-love. Love. Second service coming up. Try that toss one more time. Gets one she likes and a good point. Start to the point. Slice backhand into the net, 15-0. So you heard me talk about it earlier. Once again, there's the website for you, gswcanes.com/hailstorm. There is a referral box on your online form. So if we get somebody off our YouTube broadcast that has seen the ad and wanted to get a ball, just put in Keith in the referral box. And good luck to you. I won't ask for any of the prize money. Just give me a little bit of love on the referral box. Keith in the referral box, and get your golf ball today, and hopefully you'll be the one that gets the 25 grand. Heck, you'd probably settle for 10, right? I mean, if you had to take 10 on it. For a $100 investment and you make $10,000, not a bad deal. Check it out. The online form is very simple and very easy to fill out, very short form, and you can buy your golf ball online today. Again, so May 10th coming up. It's still, just over 5 weeks away. Still golf balls to be had, but they are going quickly now. Now as we get a little into crunch time, they're pouring in daily. So once we hit 2,000, we will stop selling. So forehand approach misses wide from Del Castillo. Ooh, that sun comes out. Man, just wreaking havoc with our screen here. So got a hold serve here, down a break. We'll switch that graphic for you as we get our camera straight. $30 love. Little energy. A pump of the fist from Celia as she's cruising in this one. Now serving at 40 love. She's got some work to do, trying to fire herself back to get it back in this set, and she holds at love. They'll switch sides. Still down a break in the match. We'll switch the service back to Clark Atlanta. There we go. And your game score is 4-3 in the set. Looking at some of the other courts behind us. So we'll bring it back to this court. And Lady Hurricanes tennis here on the Surge Sports Network. There's a look at your 2019 Georgia Southwestern State University Lady Hurricanes as we take a look at the crew. From left to right on your screen, Alexandria Rhodes, a sophomore from Ocilla, Georgia. Next to her, the senior from Americus, hometown product, and Kendall Crew. Third in from the left, our featured doubles match today, one half of that team from San Lorenzo del Escorial, Spain. And sorry if I got that wrong, Maria Taboada. Next to her, fourth in from the left, you're watching right now, Celia del Castillo. Charlie Allen, a senior from Carrollton, Georgia. Sophia Winters, a freshman, playing here today, as well as freshman Hannah Hogg on the far right of your screen. Those are your Lady Hurricanes. Back to action we go. Del Castillo here in the near court, returning serve, down a break, 4-3 in the first set. As we look over on court 2, looks like GSW trailing at number 1 singles. Oh, first set's over. GSW winning the first set at number 1 singles. So congratulations to Hannah. We'll see if she can finish it off. GSW up a set at number 1. Both ladies exchanging balls deep to the other end of the court. And this one will get wide, so a rally, excuse me, plays out and gets a point for Del Castillo. Good ball. She'll come in at the net. The volley, however, is wide. Good ball to come in. I had just a little too much pace. So we mentioned Maria. We told you where she was from. Senior marketing major. There's a little bit of her career. Again, 4 years with the Lady Hurricanes. She's got 31 career singles victories. Looking to make it number 32 today. Got some work to do. He's been playing well the last couple points, however. That one, however, goes wide. That jinxed you. Again, 31 career singles wins, 24 doubles wins to her credit. This year in the number 2 position, Celia has a record of 4-6. Short ball, she's going to get there in plenty of time. Can't do much with it. The lob back. It's going to get there, and the point will kind of resume. The short ball, and she does a good job to put it away. That one hung up a little bit and gave her enough chance to pounce on it and get the winner. So that'll get Clark Atlanta a little closer to that first set. Celia to serve. Down a break. Trying to keep this first set alive. Catches the tape and comes back for a double fault. Love 15. $15 all. $15.30. Celia has played everywhere from number 1 singles to number 3 singles, but the brunt of her season has evens it up at 30 all. 10 of the 15 singles matches she's played this year have been at the number 2 position. Where she is here today. Catches the tape. Second serve. Get a look at the Clark Atlanta return. Might need to keep the camera over there. It seems like we jinx whoever's got the camera on them. He went back to Celia's side. I don't want to do that. We're not going to jinx her. Because I'm sure that has everything to do with it. Soft ball can't do much. This one high and soft. Again, taking some pace off of it. A good mix. See where she goes with this put away. Back at Celia. She's got a chance. The lob forces an errant backhand. So Del Castillo does in fact hold serve. She'll have to break if she wants this set to continue. They'll switch sides. The score now 5-4. I mentioned the hailstorm. You have the opportunity with that information on your screen, gswcanes.com/hailstorm. But you also at the corporate partnerships are available starting as low as $500, and we've got a slew of corporate sponsors, and this is just a few of them we'd like to thank on your screen there. So again, that's a good start. We've actually had a few more that just came in, so there's about 4 or 5 more that we got to get on there. All those businesses that have sponsored us and sponsored the hailstorm bought their at least $500 purchase. So they've taken advantage of that good corporate special. And they're not alone. There's a number of people and individuals and families that have also bought balls that we want to thank as well. And some of those names on your screen there. Again, that's a list that's growing by the day, but these are all folks that have bought into the corporate sponsorship level, even though not necessarily a business, but they saw the value in going ahead and getting the $500 package, and we thank them for their support and wish them all good luck. Maybe a $25,000 winner in that group on your screen right there. So back to the action we go. We'll get the score updated for you. Well, the score is updated. We just got to get it back to get you the right service because we are now on a visitor's service game. There you go. Well, the Castillo's got some work to do. Again, down a break, so she's got to get a win here to snag this game to keep this first set alive. Clark Atlanta hoping to seal the deal on set number 1. $15-all. I believe it's $15-all. Good ball there. Nice point from Clark Atlanta. Come on. (30-15) second serve. Short ball there. Castillo goes back to the backhand side. Catches the tape, but stays on the GSW side of the court. So a couple of set points, if I'm not mistaken, coming up here for Clark Atlanta. There we go. Now we get a little bit of our visitors, the Panthers, in town. Why she's way over on your screen. There we go. It is a little bit breezy, so not uncommon for that toss to get a little bit off kilter. Well, the game stays alive. Shakes off one set point. Nope, this one I was going to go there. So Celia shakes off one set point. Now she'll get ready for, she's got to still get one more done here to give it an opportunity. And she can't do it. So set number one. Reset them, and we'll start set number two. Second serve coming from Celia. Love 15. All. See the baseball field behind Celia. Guys got all their duffel bags on the fence, backpacks. Baseball team practicing. They'll be our next broadcast here on the Surge Sports Network. And it'll be right back here tomorrow afternoon against Middle Georgia, our next broadcast again on the Surge Sports Network. You can subscribe to our channel. Click that little button. I believe there's a little icon down the right corner. Subscribe today. We've had a couple of new subscribers. Welcome, 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 and thanks for being part of our broadcasting family. We appreciate it. YouTube and the GSW Athletics channel, the home and hub of the Surge Sports Network. Another overhead. Going to get a third track at it. This one goes into the net, however, and Castillo will have to shake it off and see if she can rebound down here in this game to start her first service game of the second set, first game, I guess, as well. So. Goes for the winner, but misses wide. Frustration, obviously, for Celia here in the early going of the second set, but hey, still plenty of time to regroup. Quick changeover. We'll give you a chance to take a look at this year's GSW women's tennis seniors. Sending off head coach Brennan Sewell, 20th season at the helm for the men's and women's tennis teams here at Georgia Southwestern. 171 career victories. And you're taking a look at the senior class here. Starting with Kendall Crew on the left of your screen, Celia del Castillo, who is playing here in singles. As we go from left to right, then Maria Taboada right next to coach. And then on the far right of your screen is Charlie Allen. Charlie graduating a little bit early. And she's foregoing the rest of her collegiate career and will wrap things up this season. Part of our senior class, so Charlie Allen also there. The Carrollton, Georgia native. So there's a look at the young ladies. Here, Coach Sewell again retiring at the end of this season after 20 years at GSW. So we wish him well, and it's been one heck of a fun ride, Coach. So we get back to the action, and looking at another court as we come back to action, I believe. There we go. Let's see, I believe that first game went the way of Clark Atlanta. Let me just make sure. I'll have to get confirmation. I think may have had a game wrong in there. So as I flip in the slides here, the game slides read 6-5. See if I can get clarification on that. My apologies if that's the case. Okay. Well, we had to get a little clarification. I was off a game in there. My apologies. That was actually for the first set. It was not a 6-4 set. It was a 7-5 So that last set ended as we look in at court 2, which is actually number 1 singles. And Hannah Hogg in action for the Lady Hurricanes, the freshman at number 1 singles. So the first set score was 7-5. The ladies just completed their first set. Clark Atlanta is up a set, but I was off on the game, so my apologies to those watching at home. 7-5, and you guys probably knew all along and saw I had the scoreboard wrong and couldn't do a darn thing to let me know about it. So we got it straight now, and we're ready for hopefully a good second set and even a third set still to come. Got some work to do, though. However, Clark Atlanta is up 1-0, and the final score of the first set is, as we have figured it out, cracked the code, was 7-5 in favor of the Panthers. It does appear that, yeah, so Hannah looks like she won the first set. It looks like we've won the first set at number. We have also won the first set at number 3 singles, and we've won the first set at number 4 singles. So the Lady Canes are doing well. And we'll see if Celia can, get you on a camera that's operating. There we go. All right, so we just need to change the serve, and we'll stay on top of it a little bit better. First point of set number 2 now officially underway. Hard to tell sometimes from this angle if points were won or lost, and you can't really hear the score, so not a good excuse, but my excuse nonetheless. But we're just underway, and we'll see if we can keep it straight this go around. Up at the net, Celia with a nice volley. Now she'll get a put away. She lets it bounce. Guessed correctly, but couldn't put it back in play. 15-love. That serve misses. Wide. Out wide. 30-love. First serve in. Short ball. She'll get to it and leaves it short enough where Celia can't make the run. 30-15. Breeze catches that one, and we'll try another toss here. Gets the return into the net, so 40-15 for Del Castillo here in the first game of the second set. Good ball down the line. Can't get to it. 40-30. Del Castillo still with one more game point. Oops. We mentioned the senior from Seville, Spain. Here on court number 1, number 2 singles action. Sorry. Get that back. There we go. Back to a camera that's running. Well, Clark Atlanta able to shake off a few break points. That one just clears. A couple of low balls there. Catches the tape, but bounces wide. So Celia able to hold serve. She's throwing me off with the response to winning the game. I believe that was wide, but maybe she's just frustrated at herself, happy to get the first game, as we'll spin around and take a look. Coach Sewell having a word with his number 1 player, Hannah Hogg, here on court 2. Thanks to moving over, sliding over so that we can bring you the broadcast all set up on at our station on court 1. So live look in there. Hogg takes the first set, but now, as you can see, trailing in set number 2, 4-3. So again, our featured match on number 2 singles, if you're just joining us, the marketing major, Celia del Castillo from Seville, Spain. Wrapping up her collegiate career here in the next few weeks, 2 weeks left of the season. We'll show you upcoming games here and upcoming matches for GSW Love 15. Gonna switch over the service now on the Clark Atlanta side. 15 Love in this one. That one's out. 15 all. Backhand. Match official Janet Siders making her way back across the court. It's going to take a second crack at it. That one's not as easy to put away, and Celia does a good job to get the point. Took an extra ball to do it, though, but she did finish it off with a nice shot. Back down the line, and service coming down the line. Right down the middle with that serve. Now ladies exchange forehands. There's a slice backhand that clips the tape. So I believe this will be for the game right here. All square at 40 all. Big point, chance to get a break. Something Del Castillo has not seen since the first start of the first set. She got a break on the very first service game and then fell down. This one, nice. This should give her a chance to put it away. Well, can't quite do it. Deep enough ball on that return. That one misses, however. And Del Castillo works her way back to a break of serve and a little cheer from the home crowd. So now she will have a chance to serve. Still work to do, but now Del Castillo is up a break in set number 2. (7-5) was the first set score. And now we're just underway. Set number 2, GSW holding the break. That one gets the tape but goes in way of the Lady Hurricanes. The lob not high enough. Another soft, deep ball, but this will get her back into the point and actually forces the miss hit. 15 love. Slug it out. A couple of quick volleys here. This one, will it be? It'll stay in. Good lob. It's going to leave a high ball. Does a good job to keep Del Castillo deep. She's going to have another chance to put one away, but again, a good job to keep it deep on those returns, and this one into the net. 15 all. So not only some height, but the depth of those balls to force Celia to try to hit a winner from behind the baseline when she had her opponent on the run. 15 all. First serve into the net. We'll have a second serve coming up. And we'll take 2 on that second serve. Or at least, shall I say, take another second serve. No. Sorry, that's actually a point against her. Good forehand. Yep. Couple of break points. Clark Atlanta going to have some break opportunities here to try to get even. And back on serve in this one. Down the line. Got to reach for it. Going to give her a chance to go again. Inside out with that forehand. And she'll get the point. And the break right back. Back on serve. We'll let you look in at some of the other action, and we'll just step away from the microphone for just a moment. Here on the Surge Sports Network, you're watching Georgia Southwestern State University women's tennis against Clark Atlanta University. Back to the action on court one, number 2 singles. Watching here, Clark Atlanta on the far end of the court. Serving as the wind kicks up a little bit. On serve in the second. Del Castillo leading 2-1, down a set. Nice. Well, these ladies exchanged break of serves to get us back on serve, so we'll see if that trend continues. Love 15. This one out wide. Second serve coming. Good backhand. Going to give her a short ball here. Putting it away. Del Castillo with the winner. Love 30. Of course, we've got some cloud covers, so it tight light darkens everything up on your screen. We'll try to lighten that up for you a little bit. Love 30. Just wide. Tried to go down the line, missed a couple inches off on that one. 15-30. All. And she's Clark Atlanta regrouping nicely after falling behind Love 30, 3 straight points. Game point on her serve now. And Del Castillo answers Well, this is a big point here. Again, no ad scoring. This decides the game. This point will decide the game. So can we get another break of serve? Curls that one in. Ladies, not quite aggressive, kind of feeling each other out on this point. That one clips the tape. And Clark Atlanta able to hold serve. Unforced error on that play. So we're, again, still on serve in the match. Or in the second set, rather. Del Castillo serving. Love 15. .31. This career singles victories for Miss Del Castillo. Actually, I can leave that down and she'll get a second serve. 4 years with the Lady Hurricane. She has 24 career doubles wins in the number 2 slot. Celia is 4-6 this season. Long point here. Good backhand. Now the put away. Not, yep, enough to get her the point. And a little fist pump. $15 all. $15.30. The marketing major. Celia featured on Kane Spotlight on the university website. Kind of have a scrolling group of a couple of students that they have highlighted. Celia's on there. You can learn more about why she chose GSW. Some of her favorites and her experiences here. Again, that's on the university website at gsw.edu. gsw.edu. If you do a search for her name and Kane Spotlight, you can get there directly as well. But quick search. $30 all. These two ladies have been a lot of close games. Very even match. Again, the first set 7-5 in favor of Clark Atlanta. Chasing that one down, but too far. Goes deep, so a break point for Clark Atlanta. The ball gets in the court. Americus serve. So they'll switch sides. And now Celia finds herself down a break. Take a look at court 2. That was a tight one. It looks like the Lady Hurricanes got the win. They were up 4. You can see there on court 3, up 4-3. Looks like they're a set apiece, perhaps, down on court 4. No, that's court 5. That's court 4. Court 4 is a set apiece. But here on court, Sophia Winters. Winters there on your screen. You can see Charlie Allen way down on court 5. It looks like Hannah won her match for number 1 singles for GSW today. A couple of the ladies in action. We mentioned some of the upcoming matches, the season coming to a close quickly here this spring. Hard to believe already. A couple of road matches as we'll get back to the action. A couple of road matches. Saturday and Sunday, the challenging ranked matchup at North Georgia on Sunday, highlighting that trip, but they got heading to North Georgia, the northern part of the state. Catches that deflection off the tape and gets enough of it, even hits a part of the frame of the racket, but goes over as she pushes that one in and wins the point. Clark Atlanta up 15 love. Again, Saturday at Young Harris, Sunday at North Georgia, nationally ranked program, and then they return home on Thursday to host ABAC, the acronym for Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, Tifton, Georgia. And then there's only 15 all. That match against Lander on Saturday is followed by a match on Sunday at home against Francis Marion, and that's it for this spring. That is it for the season. So there's only one more match that you don't see on your screen there, and that's the Sunday the 14th, rather. It's a home match, senior day against Francis Marion. 15 all in this game. 30-15. GSW played at Abraham Baldwin earlier in the season, and the ladies won 8-1 in that contest. 30 all. NAIA programs still and other divisions, including the junior college level, still play out the way it was last year, where it's every match counts as a point. So all 3 doubles matches count as a point apiece. 30 all. And so that's where you're at that 9 points total. 40-30 game point coming up for Clark Atlanta. Whoever's the home team ultimately gets to decide and follow by the rules they want to follow. So on the NCAA Division II level, it would be the doubles matches again. 3 doubles matches, but together, whoever wins at least 2 out of 3 takes the 1 doubles point. And so matches are played to 7, a total of 7 team total team points possible. Man, that was a good lob to get it, as Celia did a pretty good job with that backhand to keep it low and to slice it down. But now we're right back in the middle of the point. She reaches for this one, and it sails. Down a break, down 4-2 in the set. Don't forget, fans, you can follow us on Facebook. GSW Hurricanes, approaching 5,000 friends. And then we also have our fan page. But again, and that's where you'll find GSW Hurricanes. GSW Hurricanes, that's also our account on Instagram. Got a hold serve here. Soft backhand. Can't do much with her on her end as well. Love 15. The GSW tennis team also has a Facebook page. So if you're not following or a fan of GSW tennis on Facebook, you can get there by, becoming our fan as well. But you can get there by doing a search on Facebook for GSW tennis. Nice forehand winner to even this game up at 15 all. Short ball, got a chance to put it away. Heck of a point by both ladies there. Clark Atlanta gets it in the end. A couple of great opportunities for Celia that she just couldn't capitalize on. Fought to stay in the point after that. And then ultimately, it's Clark Atlanta with the winner. Longest and, I would say, longest and most entertaining point of the match that you just watched right there. Good serve out wide, but a nice return in the miss. Running forehand will lead to a break of serve. Chance for Clark Atlanta to serve it out. Where we got it? We had the camera up there a couple. I might have missed it. We had it on some of our fans. There's Coach Sewell. Some youngsters watching down below. I think I might have missed it. We had a good group of ladies here under the first awning just to my right, but I didn't cut over on the camera quick enough. Lots of different first set flags up in the air on both sides, but we do see a lot of yellow, which is good. That means that the Lady Hurricanes won every time one of those middle flag sticks were popped up. Well, down a couple of breaks, and Clark Atlanta has the opportunity to serve it out here at number 2 singles. One of Del Castillo's games this set did come via a break of serve, and she had a break in the first set as well, so not out of the realm of possibility to get a string of victories together. That one misses wide. Well, we're able to reconnect. I'm sorry. Again, our wireless sometimes will intermittently just cut out on us and reset itself and reboot, and that we lose a minute or two of playing time, which in tennis can lead to quite a bit. Del Castillo won the last point of the game, but I still think she is down in this game. And this could very well be match point coming up. Thanks for hanging in there with us as we reboot. Unfortunately, again, out of our control when it decides to reset itself. Did it once in the doubles match as well. Good forehand. Back in, though, however. This will make Celia run a bit. It stays in. Should track this one down. Finds a way to keep that one in. Now she has a chance to turn on one. It goes down the middle. This one in the net. And that is game, set, and match. Clark Atlanta takes the second set as well and makes it a clean sweep. Straight set winner for Clark Atlanta University at number 2 singles. Final score will be 7-5, 6-2 in favor of the visiting Panthers from Clark Atlanta University. Well, again, the season comes and goes so quickly. The Lady Hurricanes come up short in our singles competition here, but the Lady Canes are up in several of the matches. It should be a good one. Again, they're taking on the 11-1 Clark Atlanta University Panthers. They're 9-0 in their Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference play, 9-0 in conference play. They've won 7 straight matches. They're 11-1 overall, and the Lady Hurricanes are going to see if they can get the win today. We'll switch over to a little bit more of the other action going on. I know it'll be hard to see the play itself, but GSW comes into today's match with a record of 6-9. 5 of those losses being in the Peach Belt Conference. They're 3-4 at home. And GSW has lost its last 6. But again, I think they came out of it with the doubles point, and now they're trying to get things in singles. The loss coming here at number 2. However, Hannah Hogg was victorious at number 1. And so GSW should be out in front with some of these matches winding down, but it looks like there's a lot of them where there's a flag up for both schools for a set apiece. So this is getting interesting, and this will be a close match as we were expecting between Clark Atlanta and GSW. The Lady Hurricanes, again, 2 road matches. We can put that up for you when they have the next little break. GSW has 2 road matches left. It's coming this weekend at at Young Harris on Saturday and at North Georgia on Sunday. Then they return home for their final 3 matches of the season, starting with next Thursday. Abraham Baldwin will be on the air for that one as well, but that'll be a men's broadcast, followed by Saturday and Sunday of the 13th and 14th. Marie Taboada on your screen. Let's see. That's a look at the upcoming matches. Only one off of there, and that'll be Sunday the 14th, and that's it for the 2019 season. So let's see if we can keep it here for a minute before we'll take a break from the action. Let's see if we can get you. It'd be kind of hard to call it from here. Our camera now up on a hill is going to have to, we'll tilt it a little bit for you. There we go. Make it a little bit better. And no sooner that we do that, the sun comes out again. See how that looks on your screen. Take a peek at that. Oop. As we scale back, a couple of the matches there, those are, again, that you're looking at courts 4 and 5. Wait. Actually, you can see a little bit of 3, 4, and 5. Pretty hard to make it out, though, from that angle. See if we can pan back just a little bit. Yeah, 3, 4, and 5 courts. You really can't see anything on court 5, but you got 3 and 4 in front of you. Looks like GSW is trying to come away with the win here on court 3. Up a set. Tight match between these two programs. Again, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Little button down in the corner. Subscribe today. Otherwise, you can find us directly on YouTube at GSW Athletics. GSW Athletics. Subscribe to our channel. And that way you can get notifications if you so choose of when we go live. So you don't have to remember, set your calendar, write a note. Don't have to worry about any of that. YouTube will let you know that we have gone on the air, and that way you can tune in. We broadcast men's and women's soccer in the fall, men's and women's basketball. We've got baseball, we've got softball, and here a little bit of our spring action with GSW tennis. Our next broadcast being that Abraham Baldwin match next Thursday, 2 o'clock. But again, those will be featured men's matches since they missed out on all this fun today. Lady Hurricanes only in action against Clark Atlanta. For all the latest news, sports updates from our department, be sure to bookmark us online. GSWCanes.com is our website, the official home and hub of GSW Athletics. On the internet, you can find us the old-fashioned website, GSWCanes.com, GSWCanes.com. Again, social media, whether you're on Twitter, Facebook, subscribing to us on YouTube, you're an Instagram user, all those options are available to you. Again, the Facebook address, GSW Hurricanes. But don't forget, fans, that GSW Tennis has a Facebook page as well, and they post a lot of good pictures and stuff and practices and all kinds of fun stuff on there. So if you have any interest in following them, do a search on Facebook for GSW Tennis as well. GSW Tennis, that GSW Hurricanes address is our fan page for the athletic department. And you can find us again on Facebook at GSW Hurricanes or the team directly at GSW Space Tennis. GSW Tennis, 2 words for them. Instagram, our address is the same as Facebook. It's GSW Hurricanes. We thank the quickly approaching 2,000 followers, friends on Instagram. Good stuff there. And usually if we have something, we'll put on a story, so to speak. We'll do it on our Instagram page, so GSW Hurricanes there. You saw the YouTube page is GSW Athletics. But one more time, that address right up in front of your eyes, our account. It's the home of the Surge Sports Network, which you've been watching here this afternoon. And then that last option, we keep that address the same as our Twitter one. And that would be, as YouTube. And that's on Twitter. Twitter and YouTube are the same. You can find us at GSW Athletics. That'll do it for our broadcast today. You'll get the scores and updates to be inputted there. Looks like the last match standing. Now they're just on a changeover of sides for Sophia. At that point, coming from Maria Taboada's match at number 3 singles. Scores, when available, will be put up on our website. So you can come back and see how everything played out here from the Susan K. Smith Tennis Complex. Maria Taboada just getting the win there at number 3. They'll shake hands. The winner from Maria, and she'll take the second set. That was a close one, 7-5, the final score on court number 3. And number 3 singles. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Surge Sports Network. That'll do it for today's broadcast. We're glad you could join us or watch the replay, if you will, to all of our viewers around the world. And I know we had some family from overseas that we had a chance to watch today, their daughter, friend, neighbor, relative, whatever your connection may be to the young ladies that were playing today. We're glad we were able to bring you this broadcast. We hope you enjoyed it, and for a brief moment in time got you a little bit closer, and I'm sure they'll be home soon as we approach the summer months. Thanks for tuning in. You've been watching Georgia Southwestern State University Women's Tennis on the Surge Sports Network.